Alrighty guys, how's it going this morning? That's not mine, that's the neighbor's. And that's the other neighbor. Anyway, woke up this morning and there's a couple of heifers in the house yard. They're not supposed to be there. And they just kind of strolled on through, but they walked through CP's garden and through her flower bed that's next to the garden. So yeah, she was not a happy camper because there was two heifers in the yard. Well, there was one fence picket that was broken and the page wire was quite loose. Well, that tells you right there where they got out, or how they got from the barnyard side to the house yard side. Anyway, got that fixed up. The heifers are back where they're supposed to be. Oh shit, sorry, excuse me. They're actually, I gotta move them into a different location because they chewed that grass up pretty darn nicely. So anywho, gotta run into my buddy Godfried Upholstery here at Capel for a project we got going on. I gotta order some materials and I gotta pick up some paint. I'm just gonna go with a heavy, what do they call that, Tremclad or Rust-Oleum type paint. So nothing fancy, but anyways, I'll bring you back and I'll show you this project that we got going on when I get home. So yeah, BP he was a little bit in the doghouse for a few minutes there anyway, but not so much anymore, I don't think. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, we're back home. Obviously, George is in the shop. We went to work at cleaning him up, vacuuming the cab out, getting rid of all the grain dust and mouse shit and mouse poison and so on and so forth. It's a lot cleaner than it was, but what we encountered, I lifted the floor, and yeah, she's a little rusty under here. You see that? My light is underneath. If it'll pull out. There it is. And we'll set him kind of in here like this. Hit the switch. There we go. So yeah, you can see that's not very good. So what happened was, these old trucks, they have the rubber mat that your feet go on, and it's raining outside. So this rubber mat, but under it is this heavy fucking felt, and the felt generally is glued to the mat, obviously. Well, the mat was saturated wet, just nasty. And I was under the cab, and underneath it's still painted white. That mat's been wet for years and years, and it rotted the floor from on top down. So that's not very good. The passenger side is not as bad as the driver's side. It's got some surface rust starting, so we're going to sand that all out, get rid of all that. And then I got some rubberized sealant. I'm going to spray it with that on the passenger side. The driver's side, I'm going to cut some of those really bad patches out. And because the floor is so thin, I can't weld it with my welder. But I got this sheet of galvanized or almost like stainless stuff. I'm going to cut a piece of that to put in the floor, and we're going to pop rivet the fuck out of it in the floor to cover them holes up. And we'll put the rubberized spray shit. I don't know if this stuff is going to work. Flexible rubber sealant. And will fill cracks. Great for metal, aluminum, galvanized metal, PVC, concrete, mason, asphalt materials, vinyl, fiberglass, and more. Fills and seals leaks and cracks. So we're going to use that. And then after everything's done, we'll give her some paint, and hopefully that'll help preserve the floor for a while. CP and I were talking that we should pull the seat, lift this rubber piece up, because there is another mat under it. It's dry, and it's got like a plastic coating on the two sides of it. But just lift it up, get the seat out, lift this up, get all the chaff and dust that seeped in underneath out of it, and go from there. But anyway, for now, the main focus is the main floor. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get my wire wheel. We're gonna wire wheel the fuck out of this floor, and I'll bring you back a little bit later. Alrighty guys, I'm just shaking the can here. Got the real bad spots cut out. There is framework underneath here. Kind of rusty over here. I'm hoping this stuff will kind of seal some of that up. I hit it with the wire wheel, but it's still breaking up. Yeah, we're shaking the cans. But the bad parts are fucking cut out. I've got my tin piece right here, somewhat cut out and ready to flop in. So my plan is to spray the whole fucking floor with this shit all around here. Maybe even put some in this, I don't know why. All it is to hold that in place. But put some in there, help protect that up a little bit better. And then also to spray the bottom side of that sucker. And then I'm not, like I said before, I'm not going to weld it. My plan is not to weld it. It's just to fucking pop rivet the son of a bitch into place. Lots of pop rivets. Talk to you later. Alrighty guys, well, this stuff isn't that bad. I got 2 coats on her all through this little track, this edge here, all through the floor, everywhere. Maybe it's a little heavier all around that area versus this area, but there's 2 coats all up in that way. Now this can is basically empty. Trouble. We gotta spray the backside of this sumbitch. On the saw, baby. On the saw. My can is empty.
Did you buy more?
I got another can.
Where?
In my bag. Right there. So we'll spray this side. Then we're going to layer down. I got to give it 20 minutes for dry time, and then I can work the tin into all the tight little corners and stuff and screw it and prop rivet it and so on and so forth. So, talk to you later. I don't know if there's something coming or not, guys, but CP tells me we're in line for a doozy.
Yeah, let's go check on the cows.
And you know what? You know why it's storming? Farm Progress show is on right now.
Well, of course.
It always storms when Farm Progress Regina is on.
It was thundering.
Belle Plaine, the water is running over the grid roads and highway. So, I know it's pop riveted, it's not welded, but it's a fuck of a lot better than it was. I could maybe get one more back in here. A little raised a little bit right in the corner. So I'll try getting one more back in there to help hold that corner down better. And then we're going to spray it. And then we got to go check on our cows. Talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. Well, that one ugly storm, we caught the edge of it. It went up towards Fort Capel. Some parts just got hammered. We did get some rain out of it, though. We were at 1/4 of an inch. And now we're, well, just about a half. So we got a couple, 2, maybe 3/10 out of the deal. Anywho, and now the weatherman, he's saying, what's this rain gauge say? Yeah, 3/10 in total over the last couple of days. But anywho, the weatherman now is saying that there's thunderstorm risk for tomorrow. And yes, BP is limping. We went and got those calves in, and I took off running to cut the one calf off. And as I was running, I took a step there, kind of caught a little bit of a hole, and something popped in the hamstring. Well, old BP, his fat ass hit the ground real hard, real fast. And let me tell you, it fucking hurts. I don't know what I did, but it fucking hurts. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The weatherman is saying it's supposed to friggin' thunderstormy weather all afternoon or later afternoon tomorrow. And then Friday all day long. 40% chance of showers, but then with thunderstorms, you never know how much you're going to get. And then Friday night, overnight, 90% chance of 5 mils. And then Saturday morning, 90% chance of 10 to 15 mils. So yeah, she's not exactly haying weather. Anywho, now that this thing's had plenty of ample time to dry, sealing up in here decently. I could put another coat in it along this edge. Along that edge, it's sealed up there decently, but it could use a little bit more along the edges. Nice heavy coat. Another pass underneath maybe. But it's coming along. I gotta get the vacuum on the other side and clean all that rust shit out of there. And then I want to spray the other side too. So anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll bring you back later. Alrighty guys. Lights. There we go. So we got like a fourth coat on the edge. Right here I can't fill that crack right 100% with this rubberized spray stuff. But everywhere else I got it covered up really nice. And then on the other side, look at mocha dogs. We got it sprayed in here. And I relayed the mat down here. It's dry. But I laid the mat back down on top. And we got 2 coats in this side. So that's gonna, I think, really help. There's a kind of a nasty fucking hole right there, but I took the glove box out. I took that air box right there out. And under the dash, up under the dash, well, there's some of the remnants. You can see all that. The mice were fucking living up under the dash in this thing. So they were having a heyday up there. But all of that shit there is now removed. It might be, I don't know, maybe it'll be a little bit cooler. I don't know. But now we got to leave this shit sit overnight. And then we could attack this some more tomorrow. Work at getting all the interior cleaned up. I've got new felt ordered for the floor. And then we'll see about getting all new rubber for the floor too. So yeah, this little panel, back up. This little panel that goes on the door, the black strip, if you look at that door, you can see that little black strip with a piece of chrome on it. Well, on this door, it's missing. So I just ran some little pop rivets into it to hold it in place because it was pushing out and so on and so forth. So we'll get this all cleaned up tomorrow. That way when it comes time to do the floor, all I got to worry about is finishing the floor and she's good to rock and roll. So I'm going to call her quits for tonight. It's been raining goddamn near ever since I got in the shop. It was coming down pretty good for a while there. We've got some water puddles laying around. But for now, I'll take it. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good one. And if I didn't say it before, I'll say it now. So the name that CP came up with for the old 76 GMC 6500 is George. Reasoning for George? Well, when I pulled into the yard, she was thinking of her father. So this old truck is going to be named after her dad. Her dad's name was George. And now we got George back. How's that sound? I'm trying to make George healthy again. I pulled the cap off of the brake canister. Excuse me. And brake canister here, and it was fucking empty. So we got him filled up. I've got, when I hand pump the brake, I've got I had pressure when you pump the brakes. We might have to do some bleeding, but when you pump the brakes up, now I get pressure, so that's a positive. I might have to get some help to bleed the brake. There is a bleed screw right here to get the air out of the system at this point, but then you got to bleed at the master cylinder, which is underneath back there. So power steering fluid is good. Right now, I've pulled the fan out of here because I want all the fucking mouse crap out of here. And there's those little fuckers made a house in this area. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pull this cover completely off to get to the air vent in the backside, because all of that stuff down there I've pulled out of here, and there's still lots in there. See that? Just gross, right? And it's wet. So she's nasty stuff. But yeah, they've got quite the fucking array of shit stuffed in there, and I can't quite get my fucking hand in there to pull it out comfortably. So I'm gonna have to get some wrenches and pull this completely out. There's some skeleton remains. If you guys can see that, turn this on. Not available. What are you talking about? Trying to show it to you. There it is. There. See the skeleton remains? All kinds of poison mixed in there. That's that green shit. But there's, I gotta get in there, clean all that shit out of there, because I don't want to be getting sick from fucking mouse crap that's in there, right? And I sure as hell don't want my CP getting sick. So we're gonna get in there and try and clean everything out. I'll bring you guys back here in a little bit. I gotta get some wrenches, pull these bolts out, and go from there. Talk to you later. Don't stop on my account. This is going to be the cleanest friggin' this truck has ever been since it was new, probably. So, went through all the venting. Oh my God, was that a mess. And see all this shit? That ain't half. There's more. All that down there. Both sides. I've gone into it and we've cleaned all the venting out.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So that's shut. That's open, and it's all cleaned out inside there. I blew the heater core out. Both sides, this way, that way, back and forth with the AC, with the air compressor. We got a little bit of chaff that came out here Still out of the heater core, but it's not bad. And now CP is gonna go to town on it. And then after that, I guess it's flooring, but we gotta wait for our material to show up. So anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Have a good one. We'll catch you all later.